Hi guys. As you know, if you're watching this, TikTok got banned today. Never thought I would say those words, but I also never thought that we would see Trump in office again, so here we are. Not me already being scared to even talk to you guys like normal, because I'm like, what are we even allowed to say anymore? I look like shit. I have been crying all day. My eyes are like fucked up. Like, I have like little eye baggies and shit from crying. Honestly, the last week I've been crying. Yesterday I cried the most. Today I think I cried less because I just like had already kind of coped with it yesterday. But like, I don't know. I took a drive. I parked in one of my favorite spots. I was watching Spencer Pratt's live, and then I like clicked out to do something, clicked back in, and it was like, no girl. The message that I saw, I know you guys all saw the same message. Oh my god, it makes me want to cry. Like, I'm literally, I thought I was over it and I'm not. Seeing that message with his name on it, I don't think you guys understand. Like, I was speed scrolling through the For You page before it got banned because I was trying to keep up with like every single newest post, every single little bit of information, because I've never been good at gathering information, and I've always refused to watch the news because I have mental health problems, obviously, you guys know, and I don't, it doesn't help, you know. I used to watch my parents watch the news, and they would wake up in like a slightly okay mood, and the news would come on and totally ruin it every day, and I was like, oh, when I get older I'm never doing that. So I tried not to do it because it's just like spewing bad stuff. But like, I obviously started relying on TikTok kind of for my news, but since it wasn't all bad stuff, in fact it was like more good than bad, it wasn't depressing for me, you know. Like, I think we all kind of used it as like a news source, and it didn't, I don't think it was depressing any of us. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure there's some exceptions to that, excuse me. But anyways, I'm out skating right now because I have to be outside literally touching grass because they banned the app. And I tried to get on Clapper. I have a point that's like a little bit more serious, but I have a couple more things to say first. I tried to get on Clapper. Like, I went live on Clapper for like 5 minutes, and I had exactly 0 people in the live the entire 5 minutes I was on, and it kept being like, stay on, like, you know, like, we'll show your video to more people if you just stay on, like, you've been on for 3 minutes, keep going. And it was like encouraging as fuck, but I had to give up at like the 5 minute mark when there had been no people there. I was like, okay, I'm literally talking to no one, and like, although I'm talking to no one technically right now, I know you guys are gonna see this later, so it doesn't feel as insane as being on a live with no viewers. Like, that shit felt weird. But my point being, you guys should follow me on Clapper, because I feel like I should have told you guys that before TikTok got banned, but it's very similar to the TikTok like platform. I also tried to go live on Rednote. Obviously, you guys know I'm on there. And when I got on there, it was like really funny because I may or may not have gone live twice for like less than a minute. I tried to go live, but I don't, oh, no cars could go there. I'm not sure that I did go live. And that's the funny part, because the words that kept popping up on the screen were all in Mandarin. So I was like, I don't know what this is saying. And then I would click a button and it would be more Mandarin, and I would be like, I have no idea what this is saying. So I might have gone live. Maybe you guys saw it. I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to maneuver through that app when I can't tell if I'm even like live because of like the wording. So you guys are gonna have to let me know if there's like a way to switch it. I'm sure there's a way to make it English so I can, dude, a fucking Rednote thing just popped up right now and I can't read any of it, obviously, but like, that's so funny timing. Anyways, yeah, I've just been crying all day and trying to cope with the reality of it all. I don't know, I didn't really think it was real until it was like fully shut down, obviously. I think we were all a little bit in denial until it was fully shut down. So now I'm just trying to figure out where to find you guys, which I'm realizing is going to be way harder than I initially thought, considering that like even Spencer Pratt was like, oh, go to like Snapchat or like Instagram, but I'm like, I deleted Instagram because of all this bullshit with Meta. So I wasn't able to go finish watching his live, which I'm sure is getting fucking insane by this time tonight. I watched him in like at like 6 p.m. in the span of like 40 minutes, not even. chug at least 4 glasses of champagne, which props to him. Like, he was going out with a bang. I've never seen so many gifts be gifted on a live in my entire life. Like, that was honestly kind of epic. Also, I screen recorded a clip of Heidi right at 5:30 when we all thought it was going to be banned, dancing to I'll Do It, like doing like quite a show. Like, she did a whole choreographed, basically looking like dance. It was really cute. I'm glad that I got that recorded. I meant to record the moment that it shut down, but at some point I had to get up and shower and stuff, because after 5:30 I was like, I've been sitting here for hours, like I gotta do something. Just like mental health wise, I had to get up and like shower, move my body, take a drive, go to the grocery store, stuff like that, put an outfit on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be in good spirits, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not sober. I don't think I could be right now through all of this. And my whole goal lately has been to get more and more sober to the point of being fully sober. And now everything that keeps happening just like pushes that further. And that really sucks. That's honestly why I haven't really been posting on here or like talking to you guys, because I told you before, like I didn't want to talk to you when I wasn't sober. And because I just feel like it's not a great example. But at this point, like I can't filter it. Like, we're living through unprecedented times and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So we're not gonna talk about like what I'm on or what I'm not on or what I do or don't do. We're just gonna hope for me to get fully sober as soon as possible and be nice. Not the camera like slipping out of frame. Bye guys. I'm just kidding. I have so much more to say, but it's like serious, and I don't want to do the serious part until like the very end. You guys might get a clip of me skateboarding later, but I'm scared because I'm like drinking. See, I just said I wasn't going to say what I'm doing. Now I'm like, I'm drinking. Ugh. Not super safe to skateboard and drink. Anyways, I guess I'll just get right into the nitty-gritty of it all. I don't know how many of you guys saw the repost from the owner of TikTok right before it got banned, but that shit has me fucked up. Sorry. Hold on one second. Okay. Did you guys see his fucking repost though? I personally didn't, but I'm glad that I was like quickly doom scrolling because I saw a lot of people talking about it, which is why I'm like in the headspace that I am now, which is I don't know if I'm gonna go back to TikTok. And the reason being, it seems to me like the CEO or the owner or whatever, it seems like he may have sold out. And I feel like what's gonna happen now is we're gonna get it back probably like Monday. And it's gonna be some big like, oh, he saved everything, like praise him type deal. And I don't know if any of you guys paid attention in history class, but like when that shit went down in Germany, like that shit went down in Germany. Like that's how he like won people over and stuff. Like it's a whole gimmick. I mean, obviously not with TikTok back then. Like it's a very different thing. And like I'm not a full like history buff, so don't quote me. Obviously there's people who can tell you like every single fact about this. I'm not one of them. I just remember realizing in history class at one point, I was like, oh, like that's when people should start like getting the fuck out. When people start like censoring things and acting like the H person. I don't want to say either of their names, but you guys should know who I'm talking about. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, when stuff starts getting censored like that and people start getting kicked out in groups, depending on who they are, we gotta go. Like, I don't want to scare people, but I'm definitely looking into like getting my passport and leaving the country at this point, because it's not just about TikTok. It's so much bigger than that. It's a violation of our free speech, our First Amendment right. It's just scary. It's censorship. That's not something I thought I would ever see in the United States, and it has me fully spooked to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm making plans. I don't feel comfy anymore. I don't like what I see going down, and I'm not trying to stick around and figure out what else is gonna happen. Like, everything that went down with the women's rights stuff, you guys know, obviously, like, I had my surgery. That was partially, like, that was, like, a part of my decision. Obviously, I was, like, not healthy, and there was a lot more reasons for, like, why I did that. mostly my health. But this played a huge role. Like, laws being changed played a huge role. I don't know. Again, I don't want to like freak you guys out or fearmonger, but I do think that if you are someone who is thinking about leaving or has the possibility to leave, I say go and send me your tips, because I'm trying to leave as well. At this point, I'm gonna just try and get out of like LA and then eventually probably the entire country, because it's fucking scary. So I hope you guys have followed me over here. I hope to see you all. Obviously, the difference between like 600,000 people and less than 3,000 people is kind of crazy, and I don't take it for granted. Like, I really appreciate everyone who's here and who came over, but it is very different, and it's pretty heartbreaking as someone who posted literally 15 times a day for years, like over 5 years. It's a lot of work down the drain. And I don't even really think, honestly, that it's gonna be gone. In fact, I do think everyone will be getting the app back on Monday. Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do the whole shebang and then be like, oh, you can have TikTok back, you're welcome, praise me. And a lot of people are gonna be right back on TikTok going, yay, and doing exactly what he wants, and forgetting that this, is so much more than just an argument about an app. It's a free speech battle at this point. It's spiritual warfare. Warfare. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna wrap this up, but you guys get my gist. And I am not even the brightest of the bunch of all of us on TikTok, so I feel like if I could put this together, you guys have definitely probably already put this together. And yeah, so don't be afraid. I say as my voice trembles and I have like tears in my eyes, don't be afraid. I'm trying not to be afraid as well, and I think we just need to band together and do what we can. I don't want to just give up on this country. I am like someone who was honestly raised with a lot of pride for my country. It makes me sad to think about ever leaving here. But if this place is indeed the bad place, which I spent like 10 minutes on Red Note and I'm like gagged, it's got me thinking a lot. Especially because, side note again, someone posted a video on Red Note and it was like, I'm begging you, if you're in the United States and you're sick, fly to China, get healthcare. And I'm like, wait, I want to do that. Like, I have like no money, but I'm pretty sure they said that the most expensive part of the whole thing should be your flight. So I'm gonna look into that, because what the fuck? I know that sounds so crazy though, and also I don't want to go alone, so I have to convince someone to come to China with me so I can get adequate health care. But I do think they could fix me in like a day. I'm not even kidding. I feel like I would show up there and they would be like, oh my fucking god, how are you alive? And they would like rush me in and do multiple surgeries and send me out, and they'd be like, bitch, you were fucked up. But yeah, I don't know. Trying to stay positive. I've been wanting to come over to YouTube anyways. Honestly, I think it's I think it's a really like low-key better platform, if I'm being completely honest. It's just hard because I think we all have short attention spans, so it is hard to watch like longer form content. Speaking of which, if you stayed around for this entire ramble, I appreciate you. I understand it's not the most coherent video I've ever made, but yeah, I am gonna actually go skate now. I'm like sitting here. This is getting colder from being outside than it was in the fridge that I got it from. YouTube, I'm fucking 32, so I think I'm allowed to drink on here. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you guys dearly. I'm devastated at this loss. I feel like when the app went dark, my world went dark with it. I already miss you all. I don't know how I'm gonna function. I've clicked on the TikTok app probably at least 50 times since it shut down, knowing that it shut down, just like out of habit, or like I guess kind of hoping that something different would happen. I don't know. It's sad, but I'm hoping that my life improves from not doom scrolling all the time And yeah, if someone like Elon bought it out, or if it's sold out to Orange Man or whatever, I'm out. I'm not coming back, and I will be here. And on Clapper, and on Red Note. But yeah, I love you guys. Don't follow in my footsteps. Stay sober, if you can. And if you haven't been able to, don't judge yourself too hard. Just try to aim for it as soon as possible. Be kind to yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. I don't know how often I'm going to post on here, but I will try to post often. Toodaloose.